Hello everyone. Today I am going to teach you how to create this matchbox sized calendar using CorelDRAW. Not only that, I will also walk you through the cutting and assembly process. You can think of this as a miniature version of a standard desk calendar with a triangular stand. It displays 1 month at a time, and you can simply rotate and flip it to view the other months. It is also highly portable. When not in use, you can fold it up and keep it inside the matchbox. It's absolutely easy to make, and anyone can create it at home by following my step by step instructions. Ultimately, it is a fun project. Okay, now let us go to the computer screen. As you can see, I have created separate rectangles for each month with its own picture and date. The size of these rectangles is slightly smaller than the drawer of the matchbox. Since the drawer measures 34 mm by 55 mm, I have set the size of my rectangles to 32 mm by 50 mm for a perfect fit. Alright, now let us start. Let us create a rectangle for 32 mm by 50 mm. Okay, this is the base rectangle. Okay, the overall layout size. Okay, now you have to create two more rectangles like this. Okay, and as you can see, there is a gap. Okay, this gap is for 2 mm in all the three directions here. So I wanted to have a margin here. That's why I left 2 mm gap on the left, right, and bottom. And at the top, I have left 6 mm gap, and this will include this plus marks also. This plus marks will help us drill the hole for the ring or a thread. Okay, so now let us create these two rectangles. So let me check the size. The size is 28 mm by 25 mm. Okay, so you can either take a rectangle and create it, or you can just duplicate this rectangle and alter the size. Okay, so 28 mm width and 25 mm height. Now you can grab this node and then align it here. Okay, and then later you can move it. So now click outside and deselect all the elements. So when you deselect all the elements, you get this property bar, and here you can set the nudge distance. So here you can type 2 and press enter. So this will set the nudge distance to 2 mm. So now select this rectangle and then use the arrow keys. Like if you press the right arrow key, this rectangle will move 2 mm right. Now use the up arrow key and move it up. So now we have 2 mm gap from the left, right, and bottom. Now let us check the size of this rectangle. This is 28 mm width and 15 mm height. So let us duplicate this rectangle itself and then change the height to 15 mm. Sorry, the height to 15 mm. Now I will grab this node and align it here. Now you will have to simply move it at 2 mm up. So we will use the up arrow key. So this area is complete. Now we have to place the plus marks here. The see this plus mark, no, from here till here, let me check the measurement. Okay, I will check the measurement. Okay, you can see it is 6 mm exactly from here till here, and from here till here it will be 3 mm. Okay, 3 mm, as you can see here. Okay, so now we will have to create a reference rectangle like this. So from here till here, here till here, I will create a rectangle. Okay, and the rectangle size will be 8 mm by 6 mm. Okay, we will create a rectangle for 8 mm and 6 mm. Now the size of this plus is nothing but 1 mm by 1 mm, that's all. So you can take the freehand tool and create a line for 1 mm wide, and also create another free line vertically for 1 mm. Okay, now select these two lines and press CE on your keyboard. Then you can press Ctrl G and group it together. Now you can align this plus with this rectangle. So you can type CE again. I mean, you have to select both and type CE on your keyboard. So now we will group this two again. Okay. Now let us grab this by this bottom node and align it with this node here. Okay, now let us duplicate this by grabbing this node and aligning here. Now you will have to ungroup these two. So let us ungroup by pressing Ctrl U. Okay, and then you can click and select the rectangle and delete it. Okay, you can delete both rectangle. So now you can see that the plus is perfectly aligned in the middle here. Okay, 3 mm gap here, 3 mm gap here, and from here till here it is 6 mm. Okay, so I had taken the reference from here, that's why from here till here that reference rectangle measured 8 mm. Okay, so now this layout is complete. Now what's next? The next thing is we will have to convert this rectangle into a power clip placeholder. To do that, let us import an image first. So I will drag an image from here. Actually, I downloaded these images from pixabay.com. Okay, now let me drag this and keep it here. Let us move it a little this side so that we can see this. Okay, now keeping this image selected, go to Object, Power Clip, and click on Place Inside Frame and click inside this rectangle. Okay, so it has come inside this rectangle, but the thing is, to make this as a empty power clip frame, we will have to extract it. So you can click on this extract contents. If you don't see this, you can go to Object, Power Clip, and then you can click on extract contents. So now you can keep this image here. We will need it later. Okay, now you can see there is a cross mark here. So this indicates that this is a empty power clip frame. Okay, so what's the next thing? The next thing is we will have to place the text. Okay, I had placed the text here. This is my website's name. Okay, so it is 6. I mean the font size is 6. Okay, so let us type that hbninfotech.com. Okay, and then the font size is 6, so I'll just type 6 here. Now we'll have to keep this here. So again we will need a reference rectangle here. So I'll just create a rectangle from here, I mean this point, and touch this rectangle. Okay, then I'll stretch this until it touches this edge. Okay, now I'll select this text and this rectangle and type CE on my keyboard. So this will center the text. Okay, now I will delete this rectangle. Now I think we have completed with the template. Okay, the template is ready. We will have to group this. Okay, let us group this, and then we will have to make multiple copies of this. Okay, after that we will place the insert the image inside this power clip placeholder. So now I think I have left a gap of 10 mm between these rectangles. Okay, so what I will do is I'll just go to tools, window, and then dockers, and then click on transform. Now let us select this rectangle, the complete thing, and then you can just click here. Okay, so it needs to be copied this side. Now when you click here, you can see that it shows the width of the rectangle, that is 32 mm. So now what we have to do is we have to add 10 mm with this one. So I can click here and simply type plus 10. Okay, now before I type the number of copies here, let me tell you one thing. We need totally 12 copies of this rectangle groups. Okay, so I want to copy this like this. See, 3 across and 4 down. So 3 into 4, it will be 12. Okay, for 12 months. So I will select this. We will need to make 2 copies, 2 more copies. So totally it will be 3. Okay, so I will type 2 here and then click on apply. So this will create 2 more copies. Now we will have to copy this downwards. I'll select all and then click on this square, and then here this time I should type minus 10. Why? Because minus into minus, it will be plus only. So minus 50 plus minus 10 will be totally minus 60. So now we need 4 copies totally, including this one. So I will type 3 here and then click apply. So totally we got 12 copies now. Okay, so now let us start just inserting this image into this power clip. But before that, we will have to ungroup everything. So we will select all and then ungroup. Control U on your keyboard. Press Control U on your keyboard. Now we will have to verify whether it has been ungrouped completely. Okay, now I think it's ungrouped completely. So I'll select this image and then go to Object, Power Clip, Place Inside Frame, and click here. So now the image is too big. Now we will have to resize it to fit this rectangle. To do that, the simple thing is you can click on this Select Contents icon. Okay, this will select the entire image. You can see the handles here. Okay, so now you can drag this handle to fit the rectangle like this. Okay, so once you do that, you can just remove the outline color of this power clip. So we will just right click here to do that. So one by one you'll have to import the image and insert that into this power clip frame. Okay, and then remove the outline color. So let me do that one by one. I'll drag the images one by one and insert that into the power clip placeholder. Alright, now let us come to the main chapter, that is the creation of the date for this calendar, just like this. If you have a look at this, the font size of the months is set to 7 points, and all other text, no, the font size will remain 6 point. Okay, so now there is a very simple trick that you can use to create the calendar. The thing is, you can select the rectangle and go to tools and then click on scripts and then click on run script, and here from the drop down select calendar wizard and click on run and click on yes. Okay, so now we will have to create um, uh, I mean run this calendar wizard 12 times, okay, for every month. Okay, so we will start from the month of January. So I'll check mark Jan here, and then for the layout you have to select month large, and here for the margins type 0 in all left, top, right, bottom. Should be no border. Okay, because we want exact size here. Now what you can do is you can click on this large header. Okay, and here the font for the title, just click on this button, and here you can type 7 and click OK. And for other things you can just click on this button and type 6, click OK. Now click here, type 6 and click OK. Okay, now for the style you have to select one letter. Okay, and then for the height, now you can just click here and set this to 4 mm height. Now we'll just click on this large body, and then here you can just click on the font and type 6. Okay, and click on this button as well and type 6 here and click on OK. Now you will have to remove this moon faces because I don't need these kind of symbols. So we will remove this check mark. Then we will have to align this text position to center. Okay, right now it is top right. So we'll just click this drop down and click on center. So it will be aligned center. Now it is perfect. Now the thing is, you might ask, should we do this exercise for all the 12 months? Actually not required. What you can do is you can come back to this page layout, and then you can click on this plus icon to save this current style, and we can reuse it later. So here you can give a name for the style. I'll type hbninfotech.com and click on OK. So now we'll just click on generate. So as you can see, the month for the January, the calendar is generated. So now we'll just click on OK and click on close. So we have to just select the next rectangle, go to tools, scripts, run script, select calendar wizard, run, yes, and then this time we don't have to do anything with this one. We'll only have to select the month here, remove the check mark from the other month, make sure that you select that particular month only. Now from this formatting style, select the name of the style that we saved in the last step, and then simply type 0 for all the margins, and here it is ready. Now we will just click on generate. So we will continue this step for all the 12 months. So finally we have created all the calendars for all the 12 months. Okay, now there are few more important steps. Okay, the first thing is you will have to move this rectangle, okay, away like this, and then delete the rectangle which is behind, because if you don't delete this it will create a thick outline. Okay, so that's why you'll have to move this rectangle and move it back. So when you should not manually do it. Okay, if you do it manually you cannot place it at the exact place. So my recommendation is just click outside and deselect all items, and then for the nudge distance you can simply type any measurement like which is greater than the width of this one. Okay, let us type 100. Okay, so I'll just click this, use my left arrow key, so it will go okay, 100 is too much, let us make this 50. 50 is sufficient. Okay, so when you select this date and then press the left arrow key, it will move 50 left. Okay, and then you can click and select this rectangle, delete it, and then select this date once again and use the right arrow key to move it back to the same place. So we will do this for all the months, so you can compare this outline and this outline. This looks still thicker. Okay, so we'll do this for all the months. Okay, so you can use any arrow keys, up, down, left, right. Okay, all right. Now you might ask, what is the next thing? The next thing is to change the border color, I mean the outermost rectangle's border color, to lighter gray. Why? The thing is, to cut this calendar out, I'm not going to use any crop marks. Instead, I'll be using this outline itself as a guide. But the thing is, you will have to change this black outline to a lighter gray, because when you make a cut on a black outline, no, the edge will be visible as a black color slightly. So that's the reason I'll just select this and then click on this one, CMYK. The K is 40, 00040. So I'll just use this one and make a right click here. So we will use this color. Okay, so gray 40% for all of them. Okay, so this gray color will not be that much visible when you make a cut. Okay, so what is the next step? The final step is to create these rectangle groups. So you might ask, what is this? Actually, this is nothing but the stand. Okay, stand for this calendar, the triangular stand. Okay, so when you actually fold this layout, no, it will become a triangular layout, and one of these flaps will be pasted against each other. Okay, so now let us click and see what is the measurement. This will be slightly bigger than this one. Okay, so the width is 32 only the thing is the height is a little increased, so it is 53. So we'll create a rectangle for 32 by 53. Okay, this first rectangle is done. what is the next this thing? This is 32 by 32. Okay, so we'll duplicate this, align it here. Width is 32, height is also 32. Okay, now you'll have to divide this, okay, into two halves. So I'll take this freehand tool, click here and click here. Now we'll have to make two more duplicates of this rectangle itself. We'll just duplicate it, place it one below the other. Okay, and we are done. So now I'll group all these rectangles together, Control G. Now the thing is, we will have to arrange everything to the page center. So this one, no, you can keep it anywhere, no problem. There is no specific requirement. Only thing is, you maintain a gap between the calendar items and this one. Now I'll select everything, including the stand. Okay, this one. So I'll press Ctrl G and then press P on your keyboard. Okay, this will center the center all the contents to the page. Now you can publish this as a PDF, or directly you can print it if you have a printer. Okay, otherwise you can give it to the print center and get it printed. So in my case, I got this printed on a photo paper. Okay, so that's a thick sheet, actually not very much thick like 300 GSM, but still it is thicker. Okay, now let us see the cutting, scoring and assembly process. To perform this process, you will need these stationary items, that is the cutting mat, the scale, the paper cutter, etc. So you can buy all of this online. I have given some of the links in the description. You can get it on Amazon and Flipkart as well. Well, some of the items I have purchased from Amazon. Okay, the links are in the description. And so, dear friends, I am sure you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like and share this video. I will be back soon with another creative project. Until then, see you next time.